Hello, Flosstube. Good evening. Today is Saturday, November 16th. And this is my Flosstube update number 91. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is a channel about cross-stitch. I usually do my updates earlier in the morning, but today my sisters and I went down to visit my nephew in Tucson, and we went to go see a movie, Ford versus Ferrari. It was really good, really good. Matt Damon and Christian Bale. It was a good movie. But anyway, so we were down there all day, and I did take some cross-stitching to do in the car, and did a little bit there, and I'll get to that in a bit. But anyway, like I said, this is a channel about cross-stitching, so I will get right into it. Last night, I guess most of the day yesterday, I worked on, well, I had talked about last week about possibly finishing the iris bookmark, and then I ended up not working on it at all. So, whatever. But I did work on this little thing designed from Daily Cross Stitch, I think it's called, dailycrossstitch.com. Anyway, I did make some changes, and if you look under these, I finished the little buttons, and I finished this controller, and so anyway, let me talk about this a little bit. So under these buttons, you'll see there's some dark, like, shadowing to give the buttons some dimension, and I haven't done this yet, but anyway, so this originally was charted to be this color, 318, and there's some stitching underneath these buttons and underneath the bottom here and underneath here that were supposed to be like something like $37.99, like sort of a dark gray color, I guess, dark gray. But on black, I wasn't sure that would show up well, and especially down here. So I made this lighter, was just one shade lighter, 317, and this little, I don't know if that's supposed to be like a connector or something, I don't know. I made it this 318. And I thought, okay, well, that's my shading color. I think it was supposed to be black, actually, this color. But so I thought, well, I'll put that here. But then, like, I tried it, and you really couldn't see it. It was just almost the same shade as this. So I don't know if you can tell, but under this red one here, I tried another color, 413 or something. It's very dark also, but I think it's gonna work well. So these two, I had put this color in, and I pulled it out, and I think I'm gonna do this. I just haven't done it yet. And then this color, I think I'm gonna put it under here to be the shading under this. And then here, I think I'm still going to use this dark gray color as the shading here, and then try to do this in black. But then I decided to use these three colors here and down here, and there's the word issues down here. So I made the blue I have. Control, and I made this the red, and then issues I'm gonna do yellow, like the yellow here. So this is actually almost done. So I have the word issues, and then the outline here, and then this, and and you know, these little outlines here and this button, and it'll be done, you know. So there's not that much to go on this. And once I got on a roll, I just kept working on it because it was almost finished. This especially. And I thought I was making a mistake here, and if you'll notice, it's slightly different between the right and the left. And what it is there's a slight difference in the pattern, and I didn't notice until I had, you know, I was already on it, and I thought, well, that's not right. It's not the same, like, if, you know, down here, and it's just a mistake in the pattern. And I could correct it on this side. If I added a stitch over here, I think it would correct it. And I might still do it, I don't know. But it's not really noticeable when you first glance at it, so... anyway, I have control issues. Puck, don't please. Sorry. And there's not a picture of the finished pattern. There's just the pattern itself, so I'm not gonna bother showing that. And then I'm going backwards of what I worked on. So, oops. Uh oh. Okay. Next step, I don't know, I worked on this, I think, maybe Thursday? I don't know. Was the Dragon Biscornu. I worked a little bit on it. I filled in, I finished this dragon, the chest, the gold color along here. It was missing this darker gold color. Was missing in between the yellow and orange or whatever. And I finished I did the gold color on the windows, and this darker blue on the castle. And then all this black stuff over here, that's I kind of carried, you know, in between them, but I think once I do the other dragons in this thing, and the castles and stuff, it'll kind of cover up some of that color. But these are all the claws, the toenails of the dragons that go around there. The only thing I didn't do was his eyes and eye and nostril that are on each dragon. I didn't do those because there's really nothing to connect it to. They'd just be floating in space. And so I'm going to wait till I do the dragons. The only thing is it's kind of a little on the fussy side, but so this dragon has been finished. I just did more of the little toenail things and the gold, you know. So these three gold things are the windows of this castle, and so yeah, I need to do the castle and then finish, you know, these orange and green bits. I just finished these because when I did this dragon, they were kind of connected. They were close enough, you know. But there's a couple more little green, you know, things here and here, whatever. And there's another flag up above this and here and some, you know, whatever. So yeah. So I did a little bit of that, and this is that 413 that I realized that'll work for the control issues thing. And then I did a little bit of work on the Dragon Biscornu, and before I lose this magnet, I pulled the needle minder off. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So I did a little bit of work on this. I did his beard, and I did the green on each of the flowers. I haven't done I did the, you know, the little gold yellow colored parts of that flower on that one, but I didn't do them on this one yet. And I did the beginnings of this stems of the mushrooms. But that's all I did there. Yeah. So, still working on that gnome. And then last night and today during the drive, I worked on the giant snowman. So I'm coming along. Last time I think I was right at the bottom of this T, so I'm coming along on the T. But holy macaroni, it's a lot of snow. Giant snowman. So that's all the stitching I did. Let me get this out of the way again before Puck comes along and knocks everything off again. Puck, you know, I use hoops, and the other day Puck stepped on. I had the dragon Biscornu. I was working on it, and Puck stepped on it and popped it out of the thing, and you know, really close to the edge of the fabric to make the Biscornus, and so I had it, you know, just right in the hoop, and it all was discombobulated because Puck stepped on it. Anyway, the other day we went to, my mom wanted to get some stuff at the dollar store, and we went to the dollar store, and so I was just looking around. They had all their Christmas decor out, and the first thing I was looking at was just a really pretty gift bag. And I thought, you know, if I waited on this, I wouldn't see it again. But I thought that was just really pretty. Here, Merry Christmas. This little bag. Puck, Snug, whatever name is you. Oh. Get that. So yeah, I bought that, and then they had some jingle bells, and if I had thought about it, I would have bought them there instead of, you know, at Hobby Lobby. But so they had these little, just regular silver bells, and they had red ones and green ones, and I should have bought them there because they were $1. But so I might go back and get some more. And the other thing I bought, Snug, get out of there, please. Was this little sled ornament, but it's new, and it has a little hanger thing, and so I might, you know, think of some way to use it to finish something. Maybe if I hung something off the bottom of here, you know, or because I don't want to, you know, cover this up or anything, but I might, I can attach it to something. I don't know. I just liked it and bought it. It was, you know, at the dollar store. It was $1. And the other thing is, last night my sisters and I went to this thing. My hair is goofy looking. Went to this a thing at church called Friendsgiving. It was for the ladies that were involved in a Bible study that we did every Tuesday, and then, you know, whatever guests we had, and it was really nice. But among the table decorations were these little birch wooden decorations, and they're just made into magnets, and so and each of us got to take one home, and they had different things like, you know, blessings, kindness, whatever on them. So I picked this up off the table, and it's just really cute. But so that's it. So I did not work on the iris bookmark, but I hope to. And since this control issues is so close to being done, I'm probably going to try to finish it this week. famous last words. And as well as, do some more work on, just get some traction going on these other projects. Of my 10 projects, I think I've completed 2. So I think I have 8 to go, and that's not counting. Well, I have I guess gifts to go, but it's not counting the Blackwork Angels that is just for me. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But so I'm kind of going by I guess whatever whim takes me or whatever. But I want to finish this control issues thing because it's so close to being done, and then maybe I'll be able to work. I'll just work on. Maybe I'll have the impetus to work on the iris bookmark and get that finished. I don't know, because I think I could finish both of those this week if I just did it, and then keep plugging away on the snowman. But yeah, so I think that's it. So I'm not gonna add any more talking. Oh no, one other thing I wanted to show. Last week I talked about Veterans Day, and my sister posted. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit bigger. It's my uncle Amos, my dad's older brother, who was a pilot and was shot down and MIA over Burma. That's my Uncle Amos. So yeah, I have veterans in my family, and my one of my cousins, my cousin Aaron, was career military, I guess, and he retired from the military just recently. I don't know what, he's younger than I am. I think he's, I want to say, well, he's younger than Naomi. And Naomi, I think, just turned, I want to say Naomi is 50. Is that right? I want to say 52. I don't know. But I remember he was 5 years old. I don't know, he's younger than Naomi. but he, he was able to retire from the military. His hair is weird. But yeah, so and he's not my youngest cousin, but one of my younger cousins. I have a whole ton, 40-something first cousins. But yeah, so he's one of the ones that was in the military. He was career military. Anyway, that's about it. And hopefully I'll just, hopefully I'll have a couple finishes to show next week. Maybe. Anyway, it's enough funny faces. My videos all seem to capture, have as a screenshot some goofy face I'm making. Hopefully, maybe this will be on my screenshot. I don't know. Anyway, so like I said, hopefully next week I'll have a couple finishes to show, and I'll see you then. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching again. If you are new, thanks for watching. If you want to watch more episodes, you hit that subscribe button and the little bell, and you can see all my lovely updates. My name is phantastitches, Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches. Excuse me. And you can find me as Elizabeth Martinez in the Friday After Grid, Parish School Students, and Stitching with the Housewives groups. Excuse me. On Facebook. I had a green chili cheeseburger at Blake's in Tucson. And Blake's is a New Mexican hamburger place, and they make a great green chili cheeseburger, and they have some locations down in Tucson. And so one of the things we did while we were in Tucson was eat at Blake's. But anyway, that green chili cheeseburger is coming back to haunt me. And I had an inordinate amount of Diet Coke. I had one at McDonald's on the way down there, one during the movie, and one at Blake's on the way back. A lot of Diet Coke. Anyway, what I was trying to say is you can find me in one of those groups on Facebook or as Fatagray on Instagram. Although I don't post there nearly as much as I do in the Facebook groups. And yeah, so I'll put all that that information in the description box below, along with my email, which is fatagray@gmail.com. And that's it. I think that's it. Really, that's it. And I will see you then next week. Like that. Bye.